And boys, we are back here with another Madden video. Today, what I got for y'all is updating my favorite abilities to run in Madden 26. If you want cheap, fast, and reliable coins to build the God Squad you've always wanted, make sure to check out my sponsor, MMOEXP. The links will be down below in the description, and make sure to use my code DILL for 6% off your order. How we're going to do this video is we're going to look at the MUT.GG database. I'm going to build a lineup just talking about abilities and going over some of my favorite ones at every single position. Now, I think offense is going to take the longest because there's a lot better abilities, I think, on the offense side of the ball than the defense side of the ball. Defense, I think, does have something that I really do like right now, but getting it started right here at quarterback, just using the card as an example, we can take a look at someone like Jaden Daniels, right? Let's go over each potential ability that I think is worthy to run. So like in this tier 1 bucket, is there anything really great? I think potentially for like 1 AP, a lofting deadeye isn't bad all the time, or potentially if you just have that extra AP laying around, something like an indoor baller, and then trying to get an X factor a little bit faster, like say you're trying to get like Gambit faster. I think those are all things that do make sense for the tier 1 bucket, but there's not really anything that I'm recommending that I think is must run in this tier. Now in the tier 2 bucket, this does get interesting right here. Okay, so we do have some deadeye type of abilities, but I really think the big thing, like I'm personally off of the deadeyes, not really running them anymore. There are just so many other abilities that I think are one, more fun, which you might not be valuing that. You might want the most like meta effective style of things, but I think sideline deadeye, long range deadeye aren't bad in this tier. They just are kind of a lot of AP, and I just like some other things. I don't think you need gift wrapped in this game. You catch everything. The only thing that's really worth to talk about is conductor. If you are someone that wants to just be one of these dudes that flip, audible, flip, make a million hot routes, snap ball fast, and just rely on that, that's the ability for you. It's still busted. I kind of wish they'd just take it out the game. I just personally hate that play style. I don't play like that. So me personally, I don't run conductor. I don't do it. That's not how I play the game, but I understand why people do it. It is very effective. That being said, we have tier 3 right here. This is where the deadeye abilities are interesting. I think pocket deadeye or roaming deadeye, I get 1,000,000% why you run those. Pocket deadeye just to get those consistent blues. I don't necessarily know if you need those, especially if you do have the accuracy thresholds across the board and you're timing your passes effectively. Roaming deadeye is the one that I get 1,000,000% because this, if you guys especially play college football as well, I was running this a while on Tua. So what's cool about this is if you are someone that drifts in the pocket, like me personally, because I play college football, I have a bad habit of drifting backwards in the pocket or too far to the side, like to the point where the receiver icons disappear. This ability right here, if you do that, you'll still get blue throws when you do that. So I think that's cool. I like that quite a bit. Do you want to throw dots just like this? Then you need to check out my strategy website, vertex.tips, where you can unlock all of my schemes. And I'm also joined with some of the best football game players in the world. We will have the best tips and ebooks on both college football and Madden. So check it out. There will be a link down below in the description. Now back to the video. I don't want to call it a don't get cheated ability. If you're someone like me that just kind of struggles with that at times, that's where roaming deadeye is really good in my opinion. Not really rolling out and throwing the ball a whole lot. It's more so like drifting. But the one ability that I think is really worthy to talk about is QB Playmaker. QB Playmaker to me is the must-run ability on quarterback. I think it's a dumb ability. I personally don't think it should be a thing. Zones can't really react to it. You have to like switch stick it, and it's just stupid. I hate QB Playmaker so much. If you're wondering how to QB Playmaker, left trigger on your controller and then flick up on the right stick, and like the shortest route on the field will go ahead and just Playmaker upfield. You can Playmaker to the left, you can Playmaker to the right. Like you can experiment, and some people base entire offenses around this ability. I think this is probably the best ability on quarterback right now. Now tier 4 right here, I get why you run Master Attack too. Master Attack is a combo of QB Playmaker and Conductor. It's 12 AP. Normally you would have to spend 10 AP on Conductor, 3 AP on QB Playmaker. That is 13 AP. I understand why you run Master Tactician. I get it 1,000,000%. It's just, again, for me, that's not really my play style. I would just rather run the QB Playmaker, but I get it. Player specific abilities. Last one really to talk about for quarterback is Gunslinger. So Gunslinger is interesting. It's going to make your release faster. And the reason why, like I talked about in the previous one where I was completely on board with Gunslinger, I understand why you run it. I personally just don't think you need it. Like I think offense is easy to the point where this is just non-needed ability. I understand why you run it. It can make offense even easier, but there are just some other things that I am valuing, but I understand why you run the Gunslinger, and you can definitely fit it in with some other stuff as well. But for me right now, I'm not running Gunslinger, but you could run Gunslinger over some of the other stuff we're going to talk about with receiver, tight end. So running back right here, running back is pretty much the same exact things, my same exact thoughts before. I think if you have a big running back, like say like a Derrick Henry type, can kind of do it a little bit. Like it's not the best, but running like a spin cycle on him, he can get some cool spin moves and he could be crazy with that. But I really think the big thing on running back is getting like a shifty guy. Jahmyr Gibbs getting human joystick 2 AP. This is one of the best things in the so popular to speed boost with the running back too. I'm kind of like 50-50 if I'm like, this is a must run ability for my ability setup. I think Gibbs is good to the point where you don't need it. And also you might not be running Gibbs. Maybe you're running the shapeshifter at running back. Like I get that 1,000,000% too. So pretty much what I'm saying is I get why you run human joystick. And I was very like, I'm just 50-50 on it because really the abilities that I've been running have been receiver abilities. Now I am completely off of the short in elite, the route tech, the short out, mid in. I'm off of it. I just don't really care about it. For me, the one thing that I really like the receiver, this is more of a fun thing. And again, this is where I could see you running, say, gunslinger, human joystick over this stuff. Spin cycle on these tall receivers that are like 6'5" that hit 75 plus spin. I think it might be 74 plus spin. That's just been so fun. So like, for example, Mike Evans, we have Randy Moss can do it as well with the spin cycle, and pretty much just can just make crazy plays happen, and it's so much fun. If we're just going example based, T Higgins can do it as well. Like he's 6'4", and again, spin cycle on him. So you could just have a tall group of receivers that can just spin, and I think that is so much fun. Now again, for me, I'm not running human joystick on Jahmyr Gibbs. For me, I'm running QB playmaker, some spin cycles, and I also have spin cycle on my tight end. For me, I run Darren Waller, and again, it's for the same exact reason. I'm off of a lot of the tight end abilities like matchup nightmare. Wouldn't really run all day, third down threat, grab and go, all that stuff I don't really care about. For me, again, the one thing that I'm valuing is like the spin cycle, and again, we can just get crazy spins, we can make some crazy plays. I just think this is so much fun. You don't need to run this. Like you could run the gunslinger, you could run some other stuff as well, but this is ultimate fun. Now on top of that too, there's one other receiver ability that I do want to talk about that's kind of incorporated with tight end as well. Say for instance, you're not running QB playmaker. I think running just the playmaker ability makes sense too on certain receivers. Maybe just your outside players are on short routes, and this could save you some AP potentially. So I just think that could be some value for you as well. Now, what I will say is you don't have to run spin cycle. Okay, you don't have to. This is a fun thing, and I do recommend it. You can make some crazy plays. It is good. It's a really effective strategy in game. You saw a bunch of the MCS dudes rocking spin cycle on Randy Moss. However, this right here is going to be my must, like these two abilities right here, I think are must run. I want you to run these as much as you can. We're going to use two examples right here. We're going to have Joel Bitonio with this card, and we're going to have David Edwards at this spot right here. Okay. Now, the reason we are running these cards right here is pass protector. Pass protector is a great counter to the spam you're seeing in head to head with the double or nothings. Okay. All right. These are the three players that get them, and I don't hate. I really don't hate potentially running all three pass protectors. I really don't. I get it. I think for the most part though, you can get away with just running it on your two guards, and this can do so well for that single mug defense people like to run. Now, however, on defense, I'm gonna talk about how I like to counter this even if people do run this. Yeah, I think this is a great ability set for the guards. And another ability that I think is must run is identifier. Identifier is one of the most important abilities in the game. If you untarget the user every single play, you will have a lot better pass protection just in general, a lot better run block. It is so good to untarget the user every single play. So 6 AP, I have dedicated to the offensive line no matter what. That does give you 9 AP to play with. Again, I think you should run QB playmaker, and I don't hate the stack of say you just want to run gunslinger QB playmaker with pass protectors on the O-line and the identifier. Maybe you have one spin cycle, or you have a human joystick running back. Like, I get that 1,000,000%. These are just all the abilities that I do like. And again, for me, the most important ones though are the O-line ones. I think this is the most important. That's really everything I wanted to talk about on the offense side of the ball. Let's talk about defense, okay? We can talk about secondary. Like we use Sauce Gardner as an example. I think deep zone knockout isn't bad. Like potentially running this at safety or outside corners based on the defense. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's great. At the same time as well, flat zone knockout, I have very similar thoughts to flat zone knockout as well. You can run this. It can increase reaction time. It can be good. I don't really like the man knockouts. And really the only other thing to mention is pick artists. Pick artists or lurk artists trying to catch more interceptions. I get that too. However, I don't think the secondary abilities are good. That's of course going to involve defensive linemen. Now, what some people are doing is we can use, say, Byron Young as an example, and we can use, say, freaking Khalil Mack as an example. So some people will go ahead and run double or nothing, say El Toro, and say freaking Bogo on two players. So basically spend 7 AP on two players. Now, this ability set kind of gets hard countered by this on offense, okay? So thought process behind this is Do you really need Bogo? Do you really need El Toro? Don't think so. So what I'm embracing is, and this is my setup that I've been running as well, that I saw Henry run at the live event, is going to be 5 double or nothing players. Like literally every player on defense having the double or nothing ability. So where this is really good is I love 3-3 Cub. I love 3-3 Cub before this too. This makes 3-3 Cub really good. Like I run Dolphin team, but he just has a down ability for me. You don't have to necessarily have to copy the players, but essentially you're in a 5-man front, right? You're running 5 double or nothings, and this will shed. And also at the same time, you're going to get one-on-ones pretty much across the board. So you'll have 3 offensive linemen without the pass protector or 2 offensive linemen without pass protector that can lead to some instant shed. So I think this is really good. And this is probably my favorite setup on defense right now. And that's why I wanted to update this video. 1, talking about pass protectors, 2, going over the 5 double or nothing setup. I think both of those are my favorite things in the game right now. And I just wanted to update y'all. If you guys like, support the channel, least I could do is give you guys what I'm seeing in online head-to-head. And yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy today, man. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Madden content just like this. Now if you guys do want to go see me use these cards live on stream, do stream here on both YouTube and Twitch to watch on YouTube. Make sure that notify bell as well. You'll be notified every time I upload or go live here. Or if you guys want to watch on Twitch, check down below in the description, hit that Twitch with a follow. But if you guys do want another video to watch, check out this one right here.